Hi children, today I am going to explain about compound and characteristics of compounds. First one, what is compound? Generally, students confused two different words. One is element, another one is atom. Second one, compound and molecule. Compound and molecule. So what is the difference between element and atom? And what is the difference between compound and molecule? There is no difference because element consists of atoms. So element means iron rod. How can you represent iron rod? Iron is an element and its symbol is Fe. So Fe iron rod contains means Fe rod contains Fe atoms. So what is atom? Uncuttable particle, very smallest particle. So Fe rod, iron rod consists of small iron atoms or small iron particles. Simply it is represented as iron element. That is the difference between element and atom. Simply symbolic representation. Element is a symbolic representation. Similarly, compound and molecule. If you take glass of water, this glass of water is called a compound. Simply it is a H2O compound. H2O compound. This H2O compound consists of H2O molecules. So inside in that glass of water, which are present inside Nana, water molecules are present. The composition, the total composition is considered as a compound. Are you understand? It is very clear. So that is the difference between element and atom and compound and molecule. So compound contains molecules, element contains atom. Actually both are same, but it shows same composition atoms. It shows same composition molecules. Okay, Randy. Now come to the point. What is the compound definition? In our material, every point given very clearly. So first listen my class and what I explained. First starting element and atom definition. So difference. Second one compound molecule difference is given. Write these two. Now compound definition. What is compound definition? Compound is a pure substance. See the example, H2O. Yes, it is a pure substance. And it is composed of how many atoms are? How many elements are present here? 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Simply 2 different elements are present. One is hydrogen and another one is oxygen. Simply it is composed of 2. For definition, 2 or more. There is chance. For example, H2SO4. This compound contains hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen. 3 different elements. So composed of either 2 or more elements. And these elements are combined chemically. To form a compound. So combined chemically means what, sir? Listen carefully. If the atoms are involved in the bonding, there is mostly 2 or 3 types of bonds are there. One is ionic bond formation, second one is covalent bond formation, third one coordinate covalent bond formation, fourth one metallic bond formation. Okay, that's the example. NaCl, how NaCl compound is formed. This between Na and Cl ionic bond is present. For example, H2O, covalent bonds are present. In NH4 plus one coordinate covalent, three covalent bonds, one coordinate covalent bond is present. In the iron rod, between the iron atoms, metallic bond is present. So, chemical bonds are involved. Simply, they are involved in the chemically react. Elements are chemically combined together to form a compound. Okay, sir? In our material, everything is given very clearly. So, read our material only. Right? Yes, this is the compound explanation. Now, second point. They can be separate, sir. For example, H2O is formed, sir. H2O is formed, sir. We can separate these elements, sir. Yes, we can separate. But there is a number of techniques will be there. Okay. This is second point. Third point. Yes, third point. These compound formation is due to the chemical bonds or chemical reactivity. Right? So, compound explanation completed. Now, second one, characteristics of compounds. Characteristics of compounds. Characteristics, nothing but properties of the compounds. First one, nature. What is the nature of the compound? See this, I already explained to you. Nature means how the compound will be formed. It depends upon the element. Okay, Nana? One, see this. Depends on nature of elements. So what is the nature, sir? Example, sodium is a metal. Chlorine is a non-metal. These two are involved in the chemical bonding to form NaCl. It is an ionic compound. Okay, sir. One more example. Yes, I already told you. Cl is a non-metal. Another Cl is also non-metal. These two are involved in the chemical reaction or chemical bonding from Cl. It is a covalent compound. Okay, sir. So first one, nature. That is depends upon the nature of the element. Is it metal or non-metal or metalloid? We know that classification. So based on the nature of the metal, compound will be formed and also shows different characteristics of the compounds. That's why compounds have different characteristics. All compounds shows same characteristics. It is a wrong statement. Different compounds shows different characteristics. H2O characteristics different. Carbon dioxide characteristics different. Okay, carbon dioxide is a gas. H2O is a liquid. Physical nature is different. Okay, Nandi? Right. Second one, behavior. First one completed. Second one, behavior. What is the behavior? Right. Behavior. Sir, behavior means what? Ionic compounds behavior is different from covalent compounds behavior. Okay, so compounds shows different behaviors. And one more, but all the compounds are homogeneous in nature. Homogeneous. What is homo means? Homo means same. If you take one compound in this glass, for example, this is water. Another one, H2SO. These two are two different compounds. We know that about H2O. H2O is a colorless liquid, but H2O, it is not a colorless. Some different type of color will be present. So different appearance, but throughout same phase will be present. In what it is, what is a colorless? Pure water is a colorless, not impure water. Pure water is a colorless liquid. Once you observe the from top to bottom, it shows same appearance, means single phase or same phase. That is called homogeneous. Okay, H2SO4 also shows same phase. The color is different, but the same color will be shown from top to bottom. One more example. For example, oxygen gas. Also take the oxygen gas or hydrogen gas. Those are gases, of course, but they are also having the same phase. Okay, right? That is homogeneous behavior. All the compounds are homogeneous. Homogeneous means they are present in the single phase. Right? Completed second one. Now come to the third one. Separation. Third one is separation. Sir, what about separation of elements from a compound? For example, H2O. H2O contains 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. Can you separate these two? Yes. Listen to my explanation. Actually, how it is forms of H2O? H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O. For balancing this equation, this side 2 hydrogens, that side 2 hydrogens. This side 2 oxygens, that side only 1 oxygen. So balancing purpose, keep 2 here. Right? Now 2 into 1, 2 oxygens. But it becomes 4. 2 2s are 4. So keep 2 here. 2 2s are 4. So 4 hydrogens, 2 oxygens. 4 hydrogens and 2 oxygens. So now it is a balanced equation. 2 moles hydrogen, 1 mole oxygen is required for the formation of 2 moles of water. Sir, so can you separate this water molecule as H2 and O2? As H2 and O2? Is it possible, sir? Normal techniques are not possible, not useful. Normal techniques means separation techniques like that, sublimation, evaporation, filtration, such type of techniques are not useful. So what type of techniques are? Chemical techniques are some important, not normal techniques. Modern techniques are useful. That is for separating H2O into their elements by using generally, that is electric current. Electric current means current is passing through the H2O. Current is passing through the H2O. Then it is dissociated as H2 and O2. Okay, Nandi. Simply it is called mechanical separation. What type of separation it is? It is a mechanical separation. Are you understand, sir? This is mechanical separation. Right? So normal techniques are not useful for the separate the elements present in a compound. But some mechanical separation like electrical current passing through the compound. Okay, sunlight is used, such type of techniques used for the separation of the compounds. Now, separation is completed. Next one, composition. Composition, fourth one. Composition. Sir, what is composition? Sir, if you take H2O, listen carefully. This H2O molecule composition is same in India, America, Pakistan, Moon, Jupiter, Anywhere in the universe, that water molecules composition is same molecular formula H2O anywhere in the universe. And also listen carefully, what is the weight, sir? Two hydrogens are present, sir. So 2 into 1, 2, sir. Atomic mass means molecular mass. Oxygen only 1, sir. So atomic mass is 16, sir. 2 is to 16, sir. 2 1 sir, 2 8 sir, 16, sir. 1 is to ratio by weight. 1 is to 8 ratio by weight. So this weight maintained anywhere in the universe means it indicates this composition is same anywhere in the universe. Sir, in Chiprupalli 1 is to 8, sir, but in Garividi different, sir. No, sir, same, sir. Why? It maintains same composition. Means molecular formula H2O, and also molecular weight is 18, and hydrogen weight is 2, oxygen weight is 16. This 2 is to 16 is same anywhere. This is about composition. Next, properties. Sorry. Yes, properties. Measure H2O is a colorless liquid, sir. H2O is a colorless liquid, sir. We know very well, sir, about this one. And it is a fire extinguisher. Fire extinguisher means just stop the fire. It stops the fire. Okay, Randy? Water can stop the fire. Okay, Randy? So this is the properties. Actually, H2O is a colorless, odorless, tasteless liquid, and also it can stop the fire. Let's check the remaining. Actually, H2O, I have already given to you preparation of H2O. H2 plus O2 gives rise to H2O for balancing purpose. 2 here, 2 here. This is the preparation of water molecule by using hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, what about hydrogen? What about oxygen? Properties: hydrogen and oxygen. Sir, we know that hydrogen is a combustible gas. It is a combustible gas. Combustible gas means it can burn. But oxygen is supporter for burning or for combustion. Okay, Randy? Yes. Supporter of combustion. Okay, Randy? Once see the properties. Hydrogen is a combustible gas. It can combust. Okay? O2 just support the combustion, expand the combustion. But H2O, fire extinguisher, it stop the combustion. It stops the fire. So, but this H2O made from H2 and O2. So, initially H2O2 properties are, one is support for combustion, it is combustible, it is support. But after it is combining these two form a compound. That compound is H2O, it is stop the fire. So, different properties. That's why initially elements are present, they have some properties. But if they combine together chemically and form a compound, that compound, there is no transfer, shows that previous element properties. Now they show individual properties. Okay, these H2O exhibit some properties, not comparing with the hydrogen and oxygen, because they show their individual different properties. But after combination, it is a new compound. New means it is new. It is somewhat different from H2 and O2. So it shows its own properties. Okay, sir. This is about the properties explanation for compounds. So how the compound will be formed from the elements, and what is the properties of the elements as a elements and as a compound. Now come to the next one, energy exchange. Energy exchange. Energy exchange means, sir, in the process, in the process for example, Na and Cl combine together to give NaCl. Actually, this is not correct representation. Na plus Cl minus combine together to form NaCl. In this process, energy is liberated. Energy is liberated or released, both are same. Energy is released in this case. Okay, Randy. Second one, we know that photosynthesis. We know that photosynthesis. For photosynthesis, which what are the requirements? Oxygen is one of the requirement. Sunlight is one of the requirement. And next one, water is one of the requirement. And chlorophyll one of the requirement. So in this, after using all these, it gives glucose. Glucose, formula C6H12O6. C6H12O6. This C6H12O6 is a compound. But in this process, energy is absorbed. Energy is absorbed. So in this compound formation, energy is released. In this compound formation, energy is absorbed. So there is no specific exchange of energy. Some compounds releases the energy in the formation. Some compounds absorbs energy in the formation. So both are possible. Right? This is about characteristics of compounds. Okay, today class completed. Thank you very much.